Don't forget to like and subscribe to Jolie Knots Crochet. Share with your friends. Hit that little notification bell so you can get notified when new patterns release. All our videos are available in left and right-handed tutorials. Hi everyone, welcome back to Jolie Knots Crochet. Today we're going to be making this feathered ear warmer. Now this ear warmer is really simple. It's made with the feather stitch, and then where we join it, we're just going to wrap it to create a bow. Alright, the yarn we're going to be using today is a Premier Everyday Anti-Peeling yarn. It is a 4-weight yarn, and the recommended hook size is a 5.5 millimeter. We are going to go up a size to a 6. The color on this is called Red Heather. Alright, in order to get started on this, we're going to go ahead and take a slip knot. And we're going to chain 11. Into the second chain from the hook, we're going to put a half double crochet. And then we're going to half double crochet into every chain after that, so you should have 10 half double crochets. Now when you get to the end, you'll chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to put 11 more half double crochets. 10 more half double crochets, 1 half double crochet into the top of every stitch. Okay, so for row 3, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and put a half double crochet into the first stitch. Okay, now here is our first feather row, but this one is more of a setup row. This is not the one we're going to repeat. We're going to repeat the next one, okay? Now this is going to be kind of like a puff stitch, but with 3 different legs. So the way we're going to work this here is we're actually going to be working between our half double crochets, okay? So the first leg of our feather is going to go in between the first half double crochet and the second half double crochet. We're going to work into that stitch. The next one is going to be directly underneath that, between your first 2 half double crochets on the bottom. Okay? And then the third leg is going to be 2 half double crochets over. So our first one will be like this. We'll skip 2, and then our last leg will be between those 2, okay? So, yarn over, go in between your first and your second half double crochet and pull up a loop. Yarn over, go in between the first and second from the first row, and pull up a loop. Now, from our first leg, we're skipping 2 half double crochets, and we're going to yarn over and put our hook right between the next 2. Yarn over, pull through all, and chain 1 to secure. Okay, so our second feather stitch is going to go into the first leg is going to go into the same space where we just ended the last stitch. And then we will go underneath it into the first row and skip over 2 spaces from the bottom leg of our previous feather stitch. Our third leg will be over 2 half double crochets into the space between the second and the third. So you're going to yarn over, go through your first space, pull up a loop, yarn over, skipping 2 stitches on round 1 from your second leg, pull up a loop, and then your third leg, 2 half double crochets over, pull up a loop, yarn over through all, and chain 1. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Your last one should fall right before your last half double crochet into that row. Okay, so you should have 4 feather stitches now, and you'll yarn over and you'll go through, you'll put a half double crochet into the last stitch. And this is what your work should look like so far. Okay, so now let me teach you, this is your repeat row. First leg, second leg, and then our third leg will be right after the feather stitch. So essentially we're hugging it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So first we're going to start with a half double crochet. Yarn over first leg. Second leg is below here. And our third leg is right after the feather stitch. Yarn over, pull through all, chain 1. So you'll notice where your feather stitches are coming together in the previous row, that's where your second leg is going to be. So your first leg before the feather stitch, second leg underneath that space, and your third leg after the feather stitch. So 1, 2, 3. Pull through all, chain 1. 1, 2, 3. Pull through all. Okay. Chain 1, turn your work. Don't forget that first half double crochet. It's very simple to forget it if you just go straight into your feather stitches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you're just going to continue doing this. If you are making this for a toddler, you're going to make it about 15 inches long. If you are making this for a child, maybe like elementary school age, you're going to make it about maybe 18 inches long. And for an adult, you're going to go about 20 inches long. And then meet me back here and I will teach you how we are going to put it all together and make it look like a little bow. All right. Okay, so I have grown mine to be 20 inches long. Now what I'm going to do is leave myself a really long tail, at least maybe about 2.5 feet. And go ahead and snip it. And you will get your tapestry needle. Thread that up. And now we're going to take our ends here. And what we're going to do is we're really just going to go in one side and out the other, back and forth. No real rhyme or reason, we're just pulling them together. And this is where we're going to scrunch it all up anyways. So if we pull, see how it scrunches? And we're just going to keep going until you get to the end. Okay, so once we've got it like that, I'm just going to pull one end and get it nice and tight. Remove your tapestry needle, and now we're just going to wrap it, going around and around. So wrapping it, we want to make sure that we're covering up, of course, all of our ends here as far as where we sewed it together. making sure that it looks like a nice little tight bow. Alright, and then I'll take my tapestry needle, weave it in, tie a couple of knots so it doesn't come out. And there we've got it. Your feathered ear warmer. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. Jolie Knots Crochet. I'm Crystal, and have a great day.